promised with another YouTube live stream at the same park, but now I'm doing Morse code, which is a lot of fun. It's a different way of communicating with other amateur radio operators. And it's a mode that you got to use your brain. So I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to go. I got to tune up. I'm just trying to find a channel right now. Hello, whoever may be watching. Welcome to the stream. All right, let's get started here. I mean, I already spotted myself on the phone portion of things, but once I start sending CQ, it should respot me and put the correct frequency. Let's try it out and see what happens. If you're watching, please put something in the comments because I have no idea who's watching. I just got to send out a couple of CQs. I'm just waiting for the RBN to pick me up. I am on 14064. I forgot. I don't know if I sent you your... Jacob, did I send you your QSL card? I don't remember if I did or I didn't. No, I don't speak Spanish. Yeah, Jacob. Yeah, Jacob, 14064 I'm on. Yeah, so that's good. At least I got him. The guy that I just worked was Whiskey Bravo 8, Sierra Charlie Tango in Ohio. And I normally get him when I do an activation. So that was cool. I just wish more people would come. It is 3:13 in the afternoon over here in the United States. At least in New York it is. Hey, what's up, brother? Oh, thanks, Jacob. I appreciate it. Irish Scott lads in the house. Oh, yeah. Whiskey Bravo 8, Oscar Mike. I only got one so far, so we'll see how we do. Even if I get 10, I'll be happy. I gotta shut it down by like 4 o'clock. Nah, I'm not the man. I'm just a Morse code operator that enjoys CW. That's about it. We'll see how we do. I did pretty decent on phones, so I mean, that's good. I told a couple of phone operators that actually know CW. I said, work me. I'm going to be doing CW, but... Awesome, man. Awesome. That's so awesome. Welcome aboard. Okay, I got KT. Oh, KT4SK. Tennessee. 73. Michigan. WW8LA. It was WW8LA. What happened to him? I'll just put him down anyway, because I did hear him, so. KB5. I should have got his call sign on the first shot. Had a brain fart. Missouri. I was Kilo India 5 Echo Echo in Louisiana. Okay, got it, got it. Whiskey 3 Sierra India. Florida. Oh, it's Aaron. That's Aaron. He's in the military. That was Aaron, W4ARB. KKKOG. Oh, KK9TT. Florida. KK, K4KFB. I got it. I like working these guys that are just getting started. And you gotta slow down to their speed because the odds are he's not gonna copy me at 23. I'm 599, Alabama. Back to me. That was K5LG. He must have been sending to me at like 30 something words a minute, but I copied him. He said Arkansas. Said K5LG and he was in Arkansas. Muted? Why would you be muted? Why would you be muted? That's Randy. Now I get the pile up. This is what I wanted. Uh-oh. P to P, okay. 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 1567. One, 5, 6, 7. Let me turn the speed down. Indiana. KQ4BFO. Let me slow the speed down for him. Yeah, he copied me because I slowed down. Yeah, he made a mistake. That's why he did the error message. Now he's fading. He's in Florida. Let me just see something, guys. Give me a sec. Give me a second, guys. What the hell's going on here now? There we go. Now we're back to normal. My daughter just sent me a instant message. All right, so let's see, who do we got? Okay, everybody, Jacob put in the chat my link to the Buy Me a Coffee link. So basically, Buy Me a Coffee, the way that works is, so it doesn't have to be me, it could be any YouTuber. Let's say you're watching somebody and you like their content and you want to support the channel. Buy Me a Coffee link is a way to send them money. It's like if some YouTubers have what they call a super chat, like Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo. He has a super chat. So like when I go to his live streams and I can go and tap on the little dollar sign and I tap on super chat and I throw money into the channel, and that helps him give away free bottles of bourbon. Which, believe it or not, out of all my years of drinking, I never had bourbon. I've had plenty of whiskey, but I never had bourbon. But whatever the case may be. So basically, to Buy Me a Coffee, the way that works is, so if you like my content and you like watching it and you're interested in amateur radio and you want to keep watching the channel and you want to help the channel out a little bit, You click on that link, and it'll ask you, do you want to buy 1 coffee, 2 coffee, 3 coffee, 4, 5, and then you have a little box that's blank, which allows you to customize if you want to buy more than 5, obviously. And then that money that's incurred, I use for the fuel in my vehicle to go upstate because it costs money for the fuel there and back and tolls there and back. And that's normally where I go when I live stream my activations. Normally is at Tolman Mountain, which is upstate New York. It's about 110 miles away each direction. It takes about an hour and 40 minutes to get there each way. Actually, sometimes more on the way back because there's traffic on the way back because everybody's going home. But it definitely helps. And definitely, if you can, like and subscribe to the channel. If you haven't already did so, just tap that like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell for all notifications so you'll know anytime I go live. I'd really appreciate it. And let's get back to what I was doing. A lot of people walking their dogs today. So that's the nice thing about CW. Like when you're doing voice or single sideband or phone, you can call it either which one. When you're working somebody, if they don't respot you, you don't get respotted. The nice thing about CW is when I'm calling CQ, the RBN's picking me up and it's respotting me on the pota page. So I don't have to have anybody respot me. Technically, it's automatically doing it. Once pota hears the RBN saying, oh yeah, he just called CQ, boom, puts me right to the top of the page. And I'm not running at full battery capacity, so I'm probably not putting out 100 watts. I'm probably putting out, 20 maybe? At least 20. I was going to bring out my 991A, but I was like, yeah, I'll just deal with the 891. Let's see, how many did I get, guys? I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Not bad. I got 18 contacts so far on CW. It's not bad. Considering, it's not bad at all. I got a bad habit though, like I'll hold my pen and I'm sending, and I end up messing up. I'm sending extra dits, extra DAWs. Sometimes I mess up, so I gotta get in the habit of putting the pen down while I'm sending, because it screws me up. Now I got crickets. Just gotta keep at it, see what happens. Eventually somebody will come back, if they want the contact, that is. The problem is I started talking and I lost the pileup. I'll show you in a sec. I'll show you my radio setup. All right, so let's show you the radio. Let's show you what's good. Let's show you. All right, so over there, with all the DX engineering stickers and stuff. That's a battery case. The battery's sitting in there. It's a 100 amp hour lithium iron phosphate battery, 12.8 volts, made by a company called Renogy. When I bought it, it's more expensive now, but when I bought it, it was like $500 for that battery. This is my Yaesu FT891. Does a maximum of 100 watts. And it's a pretty cool radio. It's one of the 3 that I own. I got this one. I got an FT991A, and I got a HF Signals S-Bit X version 3 SDR radio. And that's the tuner. So the tuner has to be connected in order to fool the radio into thinking the antenna's at 50 ohms. So the transmit, and you don't burn out the finals. And this is the key that I'm using right now. That's a CW Morse SP4 SOTA pota key. It's got magnets right inside there. Inside the contacts, there's a magnet there and a magnet there. So when I go, the magnet's pushing the contact back away in the opposite direction. I like the magnetic better than the spring. But yeah, so this is my setup. There's my speaker. That's the external speaker. There's a speaker right there in the radio, but I like using the external one. And of course, I got my clock, so I know what my UTC time is. And this is the park. That's what the park looks like where I'm at. Here's my antenna. That's a OPEC HVT 600. Does 10 bands. And the reason why you see a counterpoise wire coming off the base of it is because instead of me doing things the right way, I did everything backwards. So I put a ground wire, not a braid, actually a ground wire, from the antenna mount to the bracket that comes off the frame of the car that connects the hood. But what I didn't do is I didn't take a whiz wheel and clean off the paint. So it's not really metal touching metal, it's metal touching paint. So I don't have a good ground. So to bypass that, I'm using a 17-foot counterpoise attached to the bottom banana plug, which is doing what that ground wire should have did. Unfortunately, it's still too cold out for me to do it. So when it gets warmer out, I'll disconnect that ground wire and I'll get a whiz wheel with or a buffing wheel, whatever, and I'll just clean the paint right off, nice and clean. All right, let's turn this back. There we go. I'm back. Here we go. Howdy, Zulu. What's up, brother? How you doing? Long time no see. How's everything, man? Because I don't like magnet mounts. I don't like putting magnet mounts. I had a magnet mount on one of my other cars, and it scratched up the paint, and I was livid. So I have a trunk lid mount. I have 2 trunk lid mounts, actually. I forgot to show you the other antenna. That's my other antenna. That's my GMRS antenna. But I don't like magnet mounts. And those are the Diamond K400 trunk lid mounts, but I have them attached to the hood because I didn't like the way it was set up in the back of the Explorer. So it works for me. All I got to do is just take the bolt out on one side and just sand down nice and even the paint. Once I see bare metal, I'll just reattach it and I'll be golden. I'll be good. It's not a big deal. All right, let me see if I could get some more people in on the airwaves. If not, I'll be calling it on the Quitzing side. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. See if I get any more in the log. I don't know if there's somebody close to this park, but somebody's definitely doing CW. I can hear them. They're pretty close because I can hear the clicks. The front. Absolutely the front. The front's way better. The front's way, way better. Come on, people, work me. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like it because I can see it. I know what it's doing at all times. I bought a wireless Bluetooth push-to-talk microphone for my N2AKJ. It's made by N2AKJ, but the name on the microphone is called the Enrico. And what's nice about it, a lot of people that have the Bluetooth mics for their N2AKJ, they got to put that little plug into the side of the radio. This particular wireless mic, it pairs directly to the radio. So I don't have to plug anything in the side. It plugs directly to the radio. It's great. I mean, I got 18, so that's good. And I got Randy, I got Aaron. That was cool. Yeah, W4ARB is Aaron. He's in the military. And he runs QRP, and he was loud. He was definitely loud into my area. I actually follow. If you want to follow W4ARB, just type in W. Okay, here we go. Okay, N9ZI. He said, fine business. Indiana. That's what I like about mine. It has Bluetooth built in, so I just have to. Yeah, well, Jacob, with the 878, it comes with the Bluetooth push-to-talk that you put on your steering wheel. This is actually a handheld microphone that's Bluetooth. Like, I don't know if you ever seen those Bluetooth Motorola. Like, I have like 3 Motorola HTs. I got a HT1000, an MTS 2000. I got an XTS 5000. But unfortunately, all 3 of those radios don't support Bluetooth. Unless I go with like an XPR. I think the XPRs have the Bluetooth. And the new one they came out with, what the hell was the model? They came out with a new handheld. It's UHF. I think it's the M5 or something 5. It has a number 5 in it. And it's like a $1,300 handheld. But Motorola makes the Bluetooth microphones, but they're $300. So this one I only paid like $50 for it. Yeah, I'll show you one time. I'll bring it with me when I go to the pota. I'll show you the microphone. KB0NVC. KB0NVR. Okay, K6. K60. I never heard of a K60. Is he sure he knows what he's saying? He's saying K6. It's got to be KB0 something. I said, sorry. Can't copy it. First it said he sounded like it was sending KB0. Then he came back and he sent K60. Oh, KB0NVR. Okay. Now I got it right. KB0NVR. Georgia. It's KB0NVR in Georgia. Okay, got it. That was Kilo Delta 9, Uniform Yankee Charlie. And he was in the noise. I couldn't give him 599. I had to give him a 449, unfortunately, but he's in the log. That's really what counts. I mean, it would be better with a stronger signal, but as long as you're getting the log, that's the most important. Now I'm sending QRZ, meaning I want people to call me. Or does anybody want to call me? I'm going to do one more shot, and then I'm going to shut it down, so... Just see if I get one more in here. One or two more. It's usually when I shut it down, that's when everybody starts coming. It's usually what happens. Hands down all the time. Well, maybe not today, though. All right. I had a decent day. You know, pretty decent amount of contacts. A little more on phone than CW, but that's all right. Long as I made an activation. Since I've started doing Parks on the Air back in, I think it was 22. I think it was 2022. I started doing pota, or maybe it was even 21. I'm not sure. I don't remember. It's been a while. I haven't, not yet have I ever had a failed activation. Not once. And, not that it's that big of a deal. I mean, but what people don't realize, let me turn the volume down. What people don't realize that are pota activators. You know, yeah, it sucks if you don't get a successful activation and you get a failed activation. But you should still go home and upload that log, because it's not fair to the people that hunted you, because now you get all pissed off. F this, F that, and you take your log sheet and you throw it in the garbage. Now, the 4 or 5 or 6 people, however many it is, now they don't get the credit because you didn't upload your log to Parks on the Air. So now they didn't get credit for working you. So if they have a pota account, which most likely they do, that's how they found you, they don't get the credit. I mean, knock on wood, I never had a failed activation yet, and I don't plan on it anytime soon. That's why when I come to the park, I'll spend the entire day here. I'll go upstate, I'll get there at like 7, 8 o'clock in the morning, and I'll stay till 4 o'clock. I'll be there the entire whole day. Some guys go upstate, they stay for 2 or 3 hours, and then they leave. Not me. I'm there for at least 6 or 7. So I make it worth my while. Not to mention, I'm doing single sideband, and I'm doing CW, so I need that full day so I could split both modes in half. But other than that, it was a decent day. I got like 22 over here, and so I got probably like 50 something contacts. That's all right though. It's okay. You know, some guys are like contact hungry, like they want to get 300-400 in a pop. That used to be me. And then, you know, it's like anything. When you first start pota, you're all excited. You want to get all the awards you possibly can. And not that the thrill is gone, but it's like, okay, been there, done that. Now it's just like, okay, I'm going to go to the park and do an activation. So, and the nice thing about being a Morse code operator is if one mode doesn't work, you always got something to resort to. So that's what I love about CW. And the nice thing about CW is it's a mode that keeps your brain working, because you have to decode it to know what you're hearing. So, like, to some of you, all you're hearing is noise. To me, I'm hearing letters, numbers. I've had one, but I also realized I had a bad coax. It's my very first time. Oh, I got you. That's why, you know, you should check everything with analyzers. You know, like before I leave to go to the park, I mean, I got antenna analyzers, I got voltmeters and all sorts of craziness. I didn't check my battery, which was stupid of me. I should have checked the battery before I left, but, you know, but I know that I have adapters and all sorts of stuff in my toolbox in the back. Well, actually, it's called a field box because in the model airplane hobby, we call them field boxes. And I got all types of adapters and whatnot. So I was able to make shift with an adapter. I was able to jump the battery from my car to fool the BMS into believing that it was being charged. So that allowed the BMS to complete the circuit so it could put out power. So I still was able to get the radio going. Other than that, I would have to drive all the way home, do it there, and then come all the way back. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that, Zulu. I've seen that. I've definitely have seen that. And I mean, to each his own. I mean, you gotta understand something. There's so much stuff to explore in amateur radio in the hobby. It's just never ending. And that's what we do as ham operators. We tinker with stuff, trial and error. We figure things out on the fly. You know, I don't always usually check my gear before I go to the park. I just load it up in the car, I set it up, and boom, I come to the park. I put my antenna and counterpoints on, and I'm ready to go. Most of the time. It's a great hobby. It really is an awesome hobby. I've been doing this 30 years, man. 30 years. 30 years. 26 of those years, I was a technician class licensee. And I upgraded my license from tech to general, and then from general to extra in the same time frame. 2 weeks of each other from the time I passed my general to the time I passed my extra. It was a 2 week window. So I've been an extra now 3 years, and I'm a volunteer examiner. So I do the test sessions. I'm a part of Aries. I'm a part of Races. So yeah, I got a lot going on. I'm in three model airplane clubs, 4 amateur radio clubs, 3 CW clubs. So yeah, I'm pretty busy. But I always make sure I have enough time to come and do Parks on the Air. I mean, it's still cold out. Otherwise, we would be watching me from the picnic table. I'd be at a picnic table right now. If it wasn't windy, I'd probably be out there. But being that the wind is making it colder than what it seems, I decided to just stay in the car. But I love the hobby, yeah. Yeah, I enjoy the hobby too, Jacob. I enjoy it a lot. I've made a lot of awesome friends. Lots and lots of awesome friends down the line, which I'm still friends with like 90% of them. Some of them are silent keys now, so, which sucks, but life, that's life. It happens. And other than that, I'm always watching the weather. Oh, is today going to be warm? Is it going to be windy? Now, not for nothing. If it wasn't cold as it is today with the wind, I probably would not have done a live stream or a pota activation. I probably would have been at the flying field flying my helicopter, which I can actually show you guys where it is, actually. I just got to turn the camera around. It's in that bag there. So that plane is 3D printed. That's a 3D printed plane. The wheels and everything, it's all 3D printed. The bag right there that says Goblin on it, that's where the helicopter is. And then this is all my radio gear, coaxes, and I got all adapters and stuff, and that's the case that my radio and tuner go in. But yeah, so They said this too old for us. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I hear that all the time. Oh, aren't you old to play? Aren't you old to be doing radio and playing with They call it playing with radio. I'm like, I don't play with the radio. I utilize and use the radio. And then you get people that are ignorant that will come to the park as you're doing Morse code. You're sitting on the table, and they, ignorant people. They're just ignorant. Oh, are you talking to spaceships? Are you talking to the aliens? I can't say what I commented back with at them because I'll probably get my channel shut down if I say the vulgarities that came out of my mouth to them. But you can get an idea. You can get an idea. Oh, man, I let loose. Oh, I let them have it. Every word imaginable under the sun you could think of came right out. Oh, yeah. And then I said to them, to finish it off, I said, well, if you don't like it, call the park police. I can care less. Because I'm not leaving. I really don't give it. I said, I really don't give an F. I said, you know what? Now that I think about it, I never gave an F. So that's probably why I don't give one. So, whatchamacallit. So, the police never showed up. They were all talk. Because I wasn't leaving. I was like, I just set up my pole, my 33-foot pole. I set up my wire. I just set up my radio and stuff. I just started making contacts. And then I was like, that's why I said, man. I said, call the park police if you don't like it. It's like, because I ain't going nowhere, so. That's just, the way it is. Now, I don't try to be confrontational. I try to avoid that because it could turn the wrong way and I can get blacklisted from the park. But, if you're going to come at me and you expect me to sit there and tolerate it, you're out of your mind. You got to be smoking some really good stuff if you think I'm not going to come back and say something. So, but Jacob, do you come into? Yeah, I think you go to KB's live stream, right? Don't you go to KB's live stream? I could have sworn I saw you in KB's live stream, if I'm not mistaken. I think there's a 15-second delay. So I'm just waiting to see if Jacob texts back in the chat. But if you haven't joined KB's live stream, Jacob, oh yeah, sometime. Well, Jacob, he's going to be on tonight at 6 o'clock. Just type in Kilo 5 Kilo Alpha Bravo in YouTube. He'll pop right up. You could join our Discord. You could join the Discord. If you join KB's live stream, they post their Discord link. You should join the Discord if you have it. If you have Discord, join it definitely. We all hang out there after the show and shoot the breeze and whatnot. But it's a lot of fun. I love going into his live streams and whatnot. So, whatever the case may be. Anyway, we are 1 hour and 6 minutes and 36 seconds into the stream. So, I'm going to pack up and I am going to head back to the QTH. And I don't know. I may log the contacts now when I get home. Make life a lot easier for everyone. But I may wait till later because I have to run a class tonight. Oh yeah, Jacob, you should pop into the Rag Chew class tonight at 8 o'clock, right? It's Zoom A. Join me tonight. I'm running the class. Zoom A. 8 p.m. All right, no problem. Yeah, it goes from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. It's the Rag Chew class. We talk about anything ham radio related, which is really cool. And we have a lot of good people that come into the stream, and you could ask questions, and there's usually always somebody there that'll be able to help you out with whatever questions and answers you may need. So it's pretty neat. If you haven't already liked and subscribed, everyone, please hit that like and subscribe button. Tap that notification bell for all notifications. That way you'll know anytime I go live. And if you'd like to support the channel, you go down the link below. There's a Buy Me a Coffee link. And the money that is generated from the Buy Me a Coffee link pays for fuel and tolls when I go upstate to provide you content when I do my pota activations. It doesn't have to be much. It could be 1 coffee, 2 coffees, whatever you feel the channel is worth. But definitely, please share the channel with all your ham radio buddies or anybody that you know or think might like watching people do radio at the park and whatnot. Please share the channel out and like and subscribe. Tap that notification bell. I could definitely use all the subscribers I can get my hands on. And anyway, it's 4:18 Eastern Standard Time on March 3rd. So I will catch you guys later. And for now, I'll say 73s until the next one. And like I always say at every stream that I do at the end, we get on the air to get good. We do not get good to get on the air. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. And have a great rest of your week. And I'll talk to you the next time on the next one. 7-3.